Hello everyone! Today we are going to talk about text structure. Click the follow button to get updates about new helpful videos. In this video, I'm going to explain what text structure is in reading and provide an example. Let's hop to it. Text structure is a way that authors organize ideas and information. Authors do this so that the reader can better understand the text and the author's purpose. If we look closely at a text, we can find out the type of text structure that the author uses and why they use it. There are many types of text structure that are commonly used. Some of the most popular are compare and contrast, cause and effect, and sequencing. Compare and contrast text structure is a method of describing how two or more things are the same or different. For example, if the author wanted to use this type of text structure to compare apples or oranges, they could say, apples and oranges are alike because they're both fruits, but they are both different because apples have thinner skin that is harder to peel, and oranges have thick skin that can be peeled easily. A lot of common words in text that help readers to identify this type of text structure are words like the same, alike, or different. In the case of cause and effect, this type of text structure deals with explaining why an event happened and what effect it had. An example of this will be an author telling a story about why a boy was late for school. In this, they could write, Jonathan was late for school because he stayed up late last night. Since he was late for school, his teacher was mad. We can see from this example that the cause for Jonathan being late for school was because he stayed up late last night, and the effect of him being late for school was that his teacher was getting mad at him. A lot of common words in text that help readers to identify this type of text structure are words like because, caused, or effect. The other type of text structure we'll examine is sequencing. This type of text structure explains the order of events. Events can be explained with a step-by-step process or even in the order of a timeline. For example, say if we wanted to write the process for making a bowl of cereal, we could say, first, grab your choice of cereal. Next, pour the cereal into the bowl. Finally, pour some milk into the bowl with the cereal. In this, we showed sequencing text structure by showing a process of how to make a bowl of cereal. A lot of common words in text that help readers to identify this type of text structure are words like first, second, third, next, finally, or lastly. Let's try one more example. This example is included in a product called Full School Year Practice, Common Core Reading, Grade 3, IAR, SBAC, STAAR, MAP. The link to the full resource will be provided in the description of this video. Have you ever heard of mummies? Mummies were made in ancient Egypt. In ancient Egypt, people preserved their dead using salt. First, the body was cleaned. Then, salt was rubbed onto the body. Spices such as cloves and cinnamon were used to make it smell good. Then, the mummy was dried. Eventually, the mummy was wrapped in pieces of cloth. The salt preserved the mummy so well that even thousands of years later, people can look at the mummies inside of museums. Now that we have read the text, let's look at one of the questions. This question is from Common Core Standard RI.8, Logical Connections. It asks, what is the logical connection between the sentences? Is it A, they tell the sequence of creating a mummy, B, they tell the causes and effects of making mummies, or C, They describe what mummies look like. Pause with your class to answer the question now. Let's look at the passage to find our answer. I noticed that in the passage, a few keywords stand out, such as first, then, and eventually. These are sequence words. Since we are analyzing events in order, this passage follows a sequence text structure. Now that we know the text structure of the passage, let's answer the question. Based on our reasoning before, it looks like choice A is the answer. Like we discovered, the keywords in the passage tell us the sequence of events. This is the best answer to the question. For more resources similar to this, there will be a link in the description of this video to access the full product by Literacy and Math Ideas.